What's it mean for the team to pull out that win?
I think the work ethic and the grind and some of the battles that we won, I think those things mean a lot. When we reflect tomorrow, we come in and recover. We talk about how, we go a goal down and nothing changed. The mindset and the mentality in regards to standing off, slowing down, it just sped up. And we'll talk about, I think that's going to be a strength of ours. It's how we train, it's how we prepare. We learn from things that happen and we keep moving forward, and I think we showed that tonight. I think we went through more lessons tonight than we did in the whole of pre-season, and it's a shame you can't recreate some of that and get it in pre-season. It's cool that you can get it in the first night and grind out a win. I think 3 points is very important for our hard work that we put in pre-season, for our time off the pitch that we put in pre-season, to be rewarded like this. I think is very important and special.
You said it would take kind of months to really look like the team you want to look like. So what does tonight do for kind of that plan and kind of how you're thinking about when the team's going to really be on the same page?
Yeah, we played like tonight. The neutral is always going to be happy with an exciting end-to-end game. We won't be happy. You saw periods and you saw ideas and you saw bits of momentum. And then you saw a lot of chaos, and you saw us be a bit naive in situations. And I think the key swing in the game in the second half, we kept trying to play out from the back, we kept trying to play short, they kept stealing it, getting opportunity after opportunity. Finally, we got the message: just kick the ball, win the first and seconds, gain some territory, then let's play the soccer we want to play. And just took us 60, 70 minutes to kind of learn that changed. We were back in the game, we got momentum, we got a couple of opportunities. So I think, what does it look like in a few months? We're going to be a team that people won't want to play because of our work ethic and the miles that we cover on the pitch. They won't want to play us because we don't want to give them time on the ball, and we want to get after them. And also we'll move the ball. Tonight we didn't ever break Orlando down, and they did a very good job in pressing us from high areas. Also did a great job when they're in their block and cutting off passes that we like. We never really broke lines when we built, so we have to solve that, because that's the team that we're going to be. We also have to solve it by knowing there's times that we can't play, and we try and play higher up the pitch. So just better understanding of managing games and momentum, I think, is something that will clean up, and you'll see the style come out a bit truer than it did tonight. It was a crazy game, and to see the work ethic and then 3 points after a crazy hectic game is cool.
Coach, you said the team never really broke down the Pride. What was the plan for how you wanted the team to try to break them down, and where do you think your team came up short in executing that plan?
We really wanted to get onto their weak side. We felt we had some footage of them in pre-season. We felt that their high press or their high block wanted to try and lock you in once you got to one side. We wanted to overload those lower areas, keeping people on the backside of their press and break it with the overload and get to that side. I think the reason that didn't happen, and we tried to fix it at half-time, and we still didn't, they adjusted as well. We didn't overload. We kept those back four kind of isolated. We'd love to have not just one but two holding mids. We got two very special holding mids to get in there and get us going, get us rolling, get us on the turn. So we wanted to get to their backside a bit more. I don't think we ever did, unless it was in transition or we had the ball higher up. Once we had it higher up, it's some of our best opportunities came from getting to their backside. So that we knew that was a weakness of theirs. We didn't really exploit it. For us, moving the ball comfortably, breaking pressure, it's always going to be a part of what we do. Whether the teams stop us or allow us to go in certain areas, we've got to manage that, but we got to be better on the ball. And I think getting through a game tonight with some glimpses of that will give us momentum to be better and cleaner.
Tobin Heath, she was all over the field. She had some special moments. What does a player like that bring to the team, and how important of a piece is she?
I think Tobin is an example of incredible work ethic and doing what it takes to be a better player. She's a special player. She came in great shape. Mindset was fantastic, and you just wanted to give her the ball. At half-time, the third or fourth thing I said was, we got f***ing Tobin Heath. Sorry, guys. We got Tobin Heath on our team, and I wouldn't know it at the moment because we're not giving her the ball. And in the second half, we got the ball 2, 3, 4 times. Special things happen. Is that a first that's happened? Just won my first. I've won my first game, so I'm allowed one naughty word. We've got frickin' Tobin Heath, and and she was everywhere, and I think she played with the freedom that we're going to allow her. But I know she's going to want to. She's want to produce and want to get at goal and want the team to get her in those positions more. And I'm immediately thinking that because it was special when we got her on the ball and we had movement off her. At the same time, we do need a bit more from other players as well, because we don't want to be a team that someone can shut down one player and our attacking game plan is dissolved. And we will be. We saw tonight others stepped up, Dagny and Lindsay getting goals. Nadia put a lot of work in off the ball. I wish we got her a few opportunities, which didn't happen. So while I think that's the feeling of tonight, we got a very important 3 points, but it's a lot of work and a lot of good work that we've got coming up.
You mentioned winning your first game. What does it mean to you as coach, as new coach for this team, winning the game tonight in front of this crowd?
Honestly, tomorrow I'll look at the Seattle loss, Chicago loss, and Kansas loss, and it will mean a lot more. Right now, I'm so focused on were our players working hard, and when things went wrong, what did we do? Was we blaming people, pointing fingers, or was we stepping up and grabbing each other and pushing people forward? There was a few tired legs on there, and you wouldn't have seen it because there's people who were fresh and sharp that kept them going. Those are the most important things. The result is a massive bonus, and tomorrow it will mean more. Tonight, the fact that we were hard to break down, hard to beat, and energy was everywhere. I'm scared to look at the GPS data tomorrow. We covered a lot of distance on that grass, and I think it just showed that last goal we scored, how someone has 25 yards in the 6-yard box to tap it in. We never got caught like that tonight. We covered those yards and we covered those distances. And in pre-season we weren't. We talked after Seattle, we talked after Houston, and I said it to you guys. There was gaps everywhere. And that touches on something. I thought the back line, that has been a work in progress throughout pre-season. The back line was very good tonight. All four of them, including Michelle, on the ball we can be better, but defensively, Emily Sonnet, who had the main job of keeping Alex Morgan quiet, I thought was exceptional. Emily's one that I've said we've got to give her time. I grabbed her after the game, I said, you look 28 years old, the way you played, not your looks, but you look 28 years old and you've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. She was very composed tonight and I'm pleased for her.
Coach, it looked like you were trying to get your fullbacks forward early as you were building possession. To what extent was that something that you wanted to do against this particular opponent, and to what extent is that indicative of how you want to play throughout the year?
Mm-hmm. With Klingenberg, you want to get her as high up the pitch, and you got to have balance to do that, and you want her to be anywhere near their 18, creating or even scoring. On our right side tonight was Kat. We just want more we want balance. If we push her on, it's to release. Dagny was starting there, to release her to get into other areas that might give us overloads, which then gets us moving the ball. So we're a little. We have different strategies on each side, and it will always suit the individual. We do want them to get on when we can, but for different reasons. Kling, get her near the 18. With Kat tonight on the right side, push her up because it releases others to get into their dangerous areas, and we did that with Dagny. With the first goal, Dagny doesn't play right wing, and we wanted someone to keep an eye on Catley. We knew Kling and Tobin was going to produce mayhem on the left, and Dagny crashing from the right was going to cause problems. We thought it was going to be with her head, and she got there with her foot, which is good.
Coach, there was the chance in the first half where it looked like Spencer kind of exploited Kat playing too up far up the field, your center backs being isolated. How much are you worried about your team managing those transition opportunities from this level?
We definitely manage them a lot better from pre-season, and we'll look at the positives. Jazz was a problem all night in her mobility and her pace, and it felt like when the second ball bounced, it always landed at her, and there was a gap that she could exploit. I think we're going to look positively on how good we covered some of those distances, but I'm sure there's ones that when I go over the tape, it will make me lose more hair at looking at them again, and we'll be there to work on them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Sorry for the language.
Sorry.